Matthews here. It's March 10th, 2018. 10 years ago, I made a decision to go to Korea to teach English. Now, this is a set of topics I've wanted to talk about for a very long time, and I've always been hesitant to because I felt that, like, the way I explain things come out a little bit harsh, or maybe I mean disrespectful to an entire country or entire culture. However, I feel that, at this point, it's time to talk about it a little bit. So, in 2008, I decided to go to Korea to teach English, and at the time, I was only going to be there for 1 year. That was in March. In October or November of 2008, here in America, the economy just crashed. So all the people in either Korea and out through Asia were stuck in Asia. We couldn't go back home because there would be no jobs for us. So here's the thing about Korea, right? It's actually very similar to California, or at least San Francisco. In this way, when you go to San Francisco has this idea that everything's, very liberal, everyone's open, everyone's for all the different types of genders and ideas that are around. However, when you actually go to San Francisco, people are quite territorial and could be perceived as a little rude sometimes. South Korea can be this way. And this is why, just like in San Francisco, where, let's say 25 years ago, it was a bunch of residents who enjoyed their time to themselves and their location, suddenly have a huge influence of people come in with a lot of power and a lot of influence that, even though benefited San Francisco in a number of ways, monetarily speaking, changed the dynamic and the destiny outside of the hands of the locals, which causes resentment. Now, Korea has been facing this for a very, very long time, whether it be with China, whether it be with Japan, whether it be issues with North Koreans, or the occupational aspects that we have with the Americans. So, even though Korea and America is a very friendly country government-wise, there's sometimes going to be a little aspect of resentment towards our occupation there. Now, as an English teacher, it was my first country I've been to, and it was the first country I decided to live in, not visit, and, the adjustment period was a little tough. And it's tough for a lot of people there. However, it's a very safe country in this sense. If you're thinking about traveling, or let's say you want to go to Asia and have some sort of adventurous experience in your 20s after you've done your college, Korea is probably the best place you go to start off. Why? It's super safe. If you work for a private company, you may get bucked on a thing called a hagwon, which is nothing more than a private English institution. However, usually those things can be taken care of very easily. When you're in South Korea, or Japan, the way it works out with the whole visa run and the things you have to do to get into those countries, there is a number of different paperwork that you have to sign, documents you have to turn in. They know when you come in, and they know when you work, they know where you live, and they know when you leave. So what you end up getting is a number of different, the totality of the foreigners who are very educated, but maybe unskilled. A lot of liberal arts majors, things of this nature. That's okay. However, there's a lot of people who go to Korea, and I was one of these guys, especially in my states was a big deal, who would go there and make posts that are criticizing the culture. If this is your first time that you've been out of America or out of the West, this is what's going to happen. Let's say you went to China, you'll do the same thing. Let's say you went to South America, you'll do the same thing. If you're a Westerner, you're going to have issues adjusting. That's just what's going to happen. Doesn't make you a bad person. I would say this about Korea, though. It's a place that if you're just to begin your English teaching career, it's very good to start off there or end there. There is no ability to break a glass ceiling. You can't really do a business out in Korea or Japan based off the rules and the laws that take place in the country. Now, unlike my time in Vietnam, which you have to do a completely separate set of videos for, you basically, you work your job and that's that. If you're going to go to Korea for 1 year, then have your fun, teach well, make sure your time with the kids and the time with your students is productive. But if you plan on doing a little bit more, take your time in Korea, take 2 to 3 years. good or poor, get good at what you do. And then take your capital, which you can save in Korea, which you can save, and move off to Southeast Asia or move up to China and expand yourself. You'll be a lot happier that way. Korea is a place where you have a lot of educated and unskilled people. Unlike places like China and Southeast Asia, we have maybe some cowboys, people who are professionals here in the West, but they spend a lot of money, or they're a little reckless, or they have more entrepreneurial activities. Now, it's a very easy trap to get this entrepreneurial, run your own business stuff out in other parts of Asia. I ran into that trap, and I've lost I lost $10,000 or close to my first time. I've lost other sets of money at different times where I tried to open my own business. However, at the end of it all, after 6 years of being there, I did end up making some money. So, Korea is a place where, you know, you will have a number of different people, may not be so friendly to you, but unlike other places out in Asia, they can't really do too much to you. So you'll have a number of situations where you will be tested, and you will be a representative of whatever country you come from, whether it be America, South Africa, Europe, Australia. You must understand that you have to get over that, because these people are not really so much against you. They're against the fact that there's a lot of people for a number of decades who may have taken the idea of Korea of their own mind and alter it, even though they're benefiting from different occupations from different sets of people. It's just like San Francisco in that sense. So you must understand that. Once you understand that, your time in Korea will be much, much better. Now, this is the issue that you're going to have, especially if you're in your 20s and you're going to somewhere like Korea. You're going to see some other weird Westerners and that you want to separate yourself from. I've had that situation. My friends who at the time had the same situation. You're going to see some weirdos, stuff like this. And so what you're going to try to do is like, okay, you know, I'm not that type of English teacher. I'm not that kind of foreigner. And so basically, you're going to go into this set of cultural confusion, trying to prove that you're not a certain kind of Westerner. It's hard to prove things into the negative. Once you realize, hey, I am an English teacher, this is what I do, you'll not only enjoy your time more in that country, you'll enjoy your profession more. So, I don't want to sit here and say a bunch of bad things about Korea. It was a safe time for me. Did I have the funnest time? Perhaps not. However, that's not the goal of what you should be doing. And once I realized that, my second year career was far better than what it was in the first. So that's about encapsulating as much as I can about that country and my time there in this short period of this video. So when I think of better ways to talk about Asia that's respectful but also truthful, I make more videos. Guys, take care.